Hey,
God, Will, do you even change?
like it as a person.
No, your clothes, you're disgusting.
I mean, they kind of. I've taken a shower before.
With it on?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. That's how you do it,
interesting.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. What are we doing?
Making a list,
Uh,
checking it twice.
Finding out who's. Oh yeah, say it, Luke. Really close to the
No, I'm
mic.
not. No,
Who is
that's
it?
your line. I said no, no. I'm not saying it.
We're making a tank shooter game. We got the top scores on Google Sheets, and we were able to download the information and show the top scores, who's the top player, and we were able to take those, parse each row, and enter all those informations for each column into a class object. Put that class object into a list of objects, and then we haven't. I don't think we sorted through them yet, but we're just printing them
Mm-hmm.
out in the first ones that we see, top
Mm-hmm.
five. So now let's sort them. I think it'd be the next best thing to do.
Okay.
I know last week I allowed you to share your screen, so I was hoping that this week I'd
Yeah,
um,
yeah. We kind of left the Zoom meeting going for a
a
pretty
week.
long time.
Yeah, I took a shower
Yeah, I don't know why you were watching me for so
in
long.
front of the Zoom. Like, it was
You
exciting.
bring your laptop to the shower?
Yeah, I can't live
Oh,
without this thing.
I mean,
Gaming all the time.
I don't think that's what it is, but sure.
Hey, I game. Look, what's that? What you got? What you got?
Yeah, no, I meant, never mind.
All right, good talk. Cool. So let's sort this stuff, and to do that, we're
Mm.
gonna need to go into the script that's
Oh, I thought you were
responsible.
just going to Google Sheets and just click
Just
this.
click the sort button. Nah, the problem is like,
I know.
okay, yeah.
I figured that's not actually how that
No,
works.
you'd have to know every time somebody's playing your game to like hit the sort button. This is actually a really ugly process that we're gonna do right now to sort.
Couldn't we do that?
Yeah, yeah. It would automatically. We would leave things exactly the way they are, and you'd hit that button, and it would sort it every time.
No, no, I
Sounds
meant
weird.
like, is there any way we could just trigger the Google Sheets to just
Oh,
sort it
I don't
every
know.
time? It'd
That
be
I don't know.
interesting to see.
Yeah, Google it. Let me know. Hey, find out. You find out. Our loyal fans, you find out. Comment. Let us know what you think, because you exist. Wait, what? What are you doing? Don't do this. Please don't. Please don't, Luke.
Just curious. This'll age well when you're up to a ton of fans. Look at this. Look at that. From your fourth view.
Thanks. That's almost the exact same shirt. You added a collar to it. That's cool. Same color though. You look good
It is the same color. I like this color.
yeah. Periwinkle blue. Let's sort this stuff,
It's like
huh?
Okay. Teal. Sure.
Sort.
Mint, maybe.
Sort. Okay, we're gonna use a the worst sorting method ever, only because it makes sense to me and I understand what I'm doing. It's called a bubble sort. And
God, we're doing a bubble sort?
yeah, it's fine.
Why?
Because it makes sense to me and we can. So,
It's literally the worst sorting algorithm.
but it's easy. You can just
it's
write it.
easy.
All right, cool. So let's sort our leader list, and we're gonna do that before we print it to the screen.
Well, I would hope so.
Right before we print it to the screen. Um, which is in there. It is. So it's gonna be like download data or something like that. Write player text. So this might be too late where you are, because if you check it out, we just
Oh, we're adding it to there.
yeah, that might be too late.
So don't we need to? Shouldn't we just add it to an array here and then
No,
do the sort here and then for loop through the array and
I wouldn't recommend it. Right now, where you are right in the middle of writing the text in the actual field. So you
Right.
would write some text, start sorting, write some more text. So it's just not the right spot to do that. We need to go way before this. Where does write player text happen? So I like to use in mine it's Command F, Command G. I don't know if it's Control F. Okay, it doesn't pop up. That means that it's called from something else.
It's called from the tank controller.
Cool. That's it. Good. Okay, and then who has the list? I assume the manager does.
Yeah, I think that's this.
Create player, so that goes into, where does it add? Player list. Okay, cool. So this I'm looking on line 79. So here, right after our write player, in the beginning of our write player text function. So we can go on, right there. That's perfect. So this is where we're going to call sort player list. There you go. Perfect. Oops. Cool. Then we'll crack it open. Awesome. Okay, to do a bubble sort, you do a nested for loop. It's fine. We don't care about efficiency. We're not going to have 10,000 entries into here. It doesn't matter. It's fine. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you know how to? Are you familiar with for loops, or not for loops, but bubble sorts?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd have to Google it to like remember exactly what the bubble sort is, but I'm sure if I thought of the first simplest, dumbest way to do a sort, it would probably be this.
Yeah.
It would be something like, okay, go through it. Look at the first value. Is it higher than the next value? Move it to the right. Is it higher than the next value? Move it to the right.
You got it.
Higher than the next value?
Well, it's really not that big of a deal, and it's going to go by very quick, and we're not going to have 100,000 entries, so let's just do it real quick.
Yeah, as long as I can't remember doing it, yes.
So for loop for int I equals, open your brace, there you go, equals player list dot count. We're going to start from the top and work our way down. So playlist.count -1, because count is actually too big. And then
it's indexed or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, exactly. It's out of size. So I has to be greater than 0. That's our condition here. We don't want I to be 0. We don't need to, because when you're doing nested for loops, the outer one is 1 off from your inner. So yeah, I minus perfect. We'll open up these braces and then do another for loop with a j. So for int j equals I -1. Perfect. Semicolon. J is greater than, but this time greater than or equal to 0. There you go. And then j minus. Cool. And then open up your brace.
J minus?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then open up your brace.
Wait, so how is it gonna... Wait, how is this one gonna reach 0?
How is this one gonna... It doesn't need to. So actually we don't want it to. Notice the condition for the next j is I -1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
If I goes to 0, then that means j is gonna go to -1, and that's bad news bears.
Got it.
So we're gonna do an if statement here. So if open brace player list, and then we're gonna do our square bracket because it's an array. Well, it's a list, but we can treat it as a bracket. Yeah, at I. Perfect. So okay, player list at position I. Dot score. I think. Do we have that, or is it?
It's player score.
Perfect. Is greater than player list at j dot score, player score. Cool. And then open and close the brace.
Some sort of pop and push or whatever. I don't remember what it's called in the...
Yeah.
Or are we just swapping them?
We are going to we're going to copy. Yeah, so we're gonna
so you're gonna have like an interim variable, so we copy A to C and then
remove C. Yeah. Could I Can I actually look at the class script really quick before we can? Actually, let's keep writing and then we'll hop over there. So we're going to say capital P. I don't know what this is. Can you look at player list up in the tippy top? I want to see what player list is. It's a list of player class script. Okay, cool. So that's what we need. So if you go
Player class script. You missed that last time.
Script.
I did that on purpose.
script.
But
Just like my
yes.
car. Okay, cool. So on line 109, we need capital P player class script. And then I don't care. Let's just call it copy or CP. It doesn't matter. So that's the class type. So space
Oh,
CP. Okay, there you go.
not CP. We can't do CP.
It doesn't matter. It's for the scope of this. And then equals new capital P player class script. And then we're going to open our braces now because this is going to be in parentheses. Yeah. And then we're going to take the player list at the J and put it in as our argument here. And I want to make sure this is that's what I want to check after we're done with this. I want to make sure that we're set up to do this. It's called a copy constructor. Okay. It's when you create a new class script, but your argument that you're putting in is the old object that you want to make a copy of. It's pretty simple. Okay. So we'll just make sure that we're set up for it when we're done with this. We got 2 more lines.
Okay.
So for next one is our player list dot. There you go. Yeah, player list dot capital I insert. And we'll open our parentheses. And this is where we're going to insert it at. So we're going to insert it at I plus 1.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where. I plus 1. Perfect. And then do the comma and now add in your copy in there because that says what we're going to copy. Awesome.
Got it.
So semicolon, that's it for that. One more line, and then we're going to kill the one at J. So player list dot remove, capital R, remove, and then just J. Oh, excuse me, it's remove at. My bad. Yeah, there you go. Remove at J. Yeah. So we're saying, like, is I bigger than J? Yes. Okay, cool. Then take, is I bigger than J? Yep. I is bigger than J. So then take J and move it. Since we're starting from the top, move it below or above. So we're taking all the lower stuff and putting it above. Yeah. Let's go see if our class objects are set up for this. So we're gonna have to load up the player class script, and you can do that by going into Unida, and then we can it's fine. You weren't supposed to save, but it's okay. We'll go to the player class script. So it's probably not going to be in there. If you click on your project tab, I don't think we attached it to a game object. We don't necessarily want to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's what I was concerned with. Okay, cool. So actually, no, this is good. This is a copy. No, it's not. This is what we have on line 12. This is called a parameterized constructor. It's where you're specifically placing in the parameters to create a new one.
So do we just go back to the manager script and do like player list J dot player name?
No, this is a better practice to get into, is to have different types of copy constructors. So we're going to add a new line after line 17. We're going to create our copy constructor. Cool. So public player class, very similar to the one above. We're going to call it player class script. And so in the industry of technology, we call this technique a copy constructor, but we don't actually use that word anywhere when we write it. So open up your parentheses, and then inside is just going to be a player class script, and then you can call this one a copy. It's fine. Well, we want the name. So so inside of your arguments, you always have 2 things in an argument for each parameter. You have the data type, which in our case is player class script, and then the name of it's going to be copy, is the variable.
Got it.
Cool.
Yep.
So now we'll open and close our brackets underneath. Great. So now player name equals copy dot player name. And actually, you know what? Let's make sure we do this right. Let's do it really similar to how you have above. Actually, you know what? We can copy those 3 lines of code and pop them in. That would be even just to make sure we're doing deep copies of the strings and everything else. And yeah, yep. You got it.
Right.
Yep. And that's copy.player score. That's it. So yeah. Okay. Perfect. And we'll save it and go into the. And I think we might need to wait until we're done washing our hands because we're going to start screaming.
What?
Can you hear my daughter screaming in the background? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So let's check out these errors. What do we got? On Major Script, can you click on the first one for me? I always like to go from the very first. And then what's it say? What's it telling us? What line was that? Line 105. Let's go check it out. Oh, there we go. Let's remove that semicolon at the end of the.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I remembered it on this one, not on this one.
It's all good. All right, let's see what we did. Looks good. Oh, nope. We got more. Argument cannot convert. So in the player class script on line. You know what? Let's go back into the script. I see. So copy.player score is not a string, and that's what int.parse is we convert a string into a. So we can just say player score equals copy.player score, and that's fine. With integers, we don't have the concept of a. Sorry. So we just want player score equals. There you go. Copy.player score. You got it. When you deal with integers or floats, you don't have to deal with like deep copies. With strings, it's wiser to make sure that you're character by character copying everything over.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's that. So that should clear that one out. And we got one more. Player list does not exist. Probably just a typo. Line 107.
Paler list.
There you go. Good catch. I didn't see it.
I do that a lot.
Me too. All right, solid.
Ta-da.
So let's play again and die and make sure that we are in order of the score. And that's one of the hard parts is we couldn't use like a list has some functions available that lets us sort. So this is not at all what we wanted.
Did we called that function, right?
Yeah, we called it. Maybe I'd like to look into that. I think you're right. Let's make sure that it's the order in which we're calling it. So
It's
sort
like the first thing, right?
Sort player list.
Are we returning the?
No, we don't need to because player list is public within this class.
Okay.
Let's do this. This is what I like to do. I like to debug stuff, like the debug output. So after line 108, we're going to enter in a capital D debug dot L log. Yeah, normally it's yeah, I know what you mean. This is a debug log, and then I think it's capital L log, and then open your parentheses, and then let's do. I want to know what these arguments are. So I want to say, if you grab the body of your if statement, you can just copy that whole thing. Yeah, you got it. Paste it inside, and then we'll start parsing some stuff around. So we can, after the E in the first player score, player list I, player score, there you go, give me a plus. And then hit a double quote. There you go. And then give me one of those greater than symbols. Cool. And then delete that one and hit a plus sign on the other end of that. There you go. That's it. So the idea is it's gonna print out player score on one side. Yeah. And it's gonna let us know.
Just as like a full actual string.
Yeah, you got it. It should do it as string. Maybe it doesn't like it. Let's see.
Oh, did I forgot the semicolon.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, that seemed right to me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it. We'll see what it does.
Murder me, heathens. Oh.
All right. Now
So
console
it's
log
not
says
even
nothing.
getting there.
That's telling. That's very telling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
So now let's do another. We'll leave our debug log there, and then we'll go one layer up above. And we're gonna just from, yeah, perfect. From there, just write in something really dumb, just like here or whatever, exclamation mark. Perfect. Semicolon, and test it out.
I wonder
And actually,
if
if you don't move, it's gonna be better. I know you like to move the little tinky tink around, but like they're gonna shoot you.
I'm ADHD.
And the more-
Okay.
you keep dodging their bullets. Wow. Okay. So now I don't see a point to. Yeah, you're doing great. Let's go back into the script. There's no point
That's
to leave
not
the one we
good.
have. So copy that line and paste it one more up above, and yeah, but it helps us out. Sorry, I offended you.
I know you're right. That's why I'm upset.
Oh, your kill box. I forgot about that. That's magical. Nothing. All right, go up one more time. Keep on going. Keep moving up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah. We're moving on up. No? Okay. Jefferson's? No. Okay. Really?
You lost me, old man.
Can you go down? I'm just like super dead.
I remember I can't.
All right. Hey, we got something. Cool. All right. That's what we
So
want.
it's-
So now we have a boundary. We know that we've got the two ends of our boundary, right?
So can I do this?
Yes, exactly. I love it. Or just count, whatever.
I'm sure that's
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's
part
give
of
it
the
a whirl.
issue. It must not be counting it correctly.
Wow, nice. Good work. Yeah, because the for loop won't even be entered in if the count of the player list is not within the conditions. So it's 5. That's it. Okay. That's what we want. We want it to be 5.
Shouldn't this not be? Shouldn't this say something other than object though?
No, that's silly. I honestly don't know what that second line is all about with Unity. It's just the first line where it says 5. That's what we're focused on.
Got it.
So it's got the size. And then let's go back into the script.
So
It's got the size.
why
Oh.
are we starting at the top of the list though?
Our I is the wrong way. It's because the top of the list will have the. It honestly doesn't really matter. It's just a for loop, but your I comparison's the wrong way. So if I is less than 0,
I
that'll never
asked
happen.
about that,
I know.
and you went, "Oh, Luke's wrong. He doesn't know anything."
Did I do any of that? I'm pretty sure I said I is greater than
I was
0.
like, "Hey, why are these different?" And you're like, "Oh, that's fine." And I was like, "But is it?"
I'm gonna
I'm
rewatch this
not
video
gonna do
and I'm
that,
gonna
and then-
like come at you, bro, because I think you were wrong and I think I'm right. And I think
Talk to my hand. Talk to my hand.
love
What
the
is
hand.
that?
Love the hand.
Okay,
Love
that's
it.
nice.
Thanks.
Death to the infidel. Well, that time I drove into it just
Beautiful.
fine. And it sorted just fine.
So
Well, there we go.
I want to make sure we destroy all of our debug statements because debugs are actually
Yes.
very expensive computationally.
That's pretty silly.
They're really bad. For those of you who are listening or watching, rather, remove when you're done. Comment out or remove your debug logs. You got another one on 109 because you'll notice a difference when you're compiling and you're on a WebGL build, and you're feeling the laggy game. Go through and check out what debug logs you've got. So I'll save you that trouble now. Cool, we're sorted. We are dunzos. Does that?
Yay!
I mean, if you want more detailed versions, you can go on YouTube and look at what bubble sorts do. And yes, bubble sort is the worst. But
as much crap as I'm giving Will for what we're doing, it doesn't matter.
So the reason why I'm doing this is, you know how lists actually have a sort function? Mm-hmm. Well, our list is lists of game objects. And inside of those game objects, they have the 3 different variables. You've got the name, you got the score, you got the date. And we distinctly need to sort by one of the members in the class object. So we don't necessarily have that. If we do have that power, then comment down below and call me an idiot and stuff. If there's a better way to do it, I would love to hear it. But from my perspective, we have a very distinct, we have the 3rd member that we need to order by. And so we have a little bit more power by doing it with a bubble sort. And that's why I did it. So I'd love to hear from you. Roast me. Come at me, bro. Yeah, we're good. You think we're good? We good? All right, sweet. I'll see you in the next video.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. I love your loyalty. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, can only ask so much.
Yeah, I'm also paying you nothing.
Too many bubble sorts.
Oh, wow. I offended you, huh? You got gas now?
Yes.
Yeah, good bubbles. It's good. Pub. Okay, bye.